Hello everyone, it is hotter than Angon's Gooch in here, but we are still gonna give you a bloody good show. Hi, I'm Nick.
Oh, I'm Tim.
What we got on this week, Tim? On Comp Play Live.
Nick, you know the answer to that. Warhammer 40,000 11th edition is out. We have everything.
Tim's no longer incandescent with rage.
I'm beaming. I'm happy.
Absolutely
It's
beaming.
quite good, isn't it?
It is good.
We've got all the rules, we've got all the points.
Yep.
We've got all
the
the
cards.
FAQs. Not all the FAQs there should be, but all the FAQs there are. We've got all the cards.
Yeah, an app that kind of works
Yeah.
for the most part, unless you're playing Disruption, but yes.
Yeah. I've got my Orcs, you've got your Space Marines.
I'm back on EC as well, mate.
Yeah,
it feels good. It feels good. So yeah, this week we're just going to talk about our general experience with 11th now. It's all right, and we feel like you've already got it now as well, hopefully, unless your local dealer has shafted you. Just give me a little taste with the rules. Before we do that, please hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell.
Yep. Join the Discord.
Join the Discord, and big shout to the sponsors down below. Super Sixes, I do believe there's a couple of tickets left, but it's almost sold out. So go grab your tickets. Big shout to the Warp, Brian at the Warp. We will be dropping the competition this weekend as well, so you can win a Combat Patrol. Big shout to Hobby Henchmen. Big shout to Surrey Primarchs. Big shout out to Brighton Warlords, and big shout out to Incursion Events. So that is all of our stuff out the way. So Tim.
Yeah.
Look, straight away, someone's in. 11 feels great. I agree.
It does feel great.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So obviously, I think I'd have 5 games before our game.
Yeah,
this
I've
weekend.
had 0 games before our game.
And then Tim gave me the bad touch on his first game. But we did. We had a lovely, you'll see from the thumbnail from today's episode, we set up in my flat, had a couple of cocktails. It was a slow game of 40k, but we were trying to be like, super meticulous and like play it to its nth degree. I still completely ballsed everything up. My 10th brain is still on certain mission types, is still there.
I did that too. There's stuff you've got to forget about, like sometimes you don't even care about your home.
No.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like the amount of like Marine lists, for example, the amount of times I spend like 110 points on infiltrators or whatever.
And like so I was Disruption, you were Priority Assets.
So I was playing EC. It's Carnival mixed with Frenzied Horde, which is the detachment that basically buffs all of the battle line, all of the Emperor's Children battle line units and the Lords. With the Carnival of Excess, which buffs, if you put any Legions units within 6 inches of Emperor's Children units, they give each other sustained 1. And they've got lots of regular strats and lots of demonettes, and it's pretty cool. But so it's Priority Assets.
Yeah, you were playing the EC version of what I run, which is Death Guard, Taliban with the demons and the Death Guard.
Yes.
So we're both playing big brain armies with our tiny small brains
and
playing
small,
everything wrong.
Sweaty brains.
But like in that primary, there's no point extending to take their expansion unless you're going to take them off every objective.
Yes.
Because it's just you get 4 points for holding at least one objective.
Yes. Yeah. No. Exactly.
Right? And we were just doing that all wrong.
We might come back to that in a bit, but it was. So my mission. So Priority Assets, generally speaking, is you have to fight over the center. But the way our missions interacted was you had to drop 5 operation markers on 5 different pieces of terrain.
At the beginning of the game.
At the beginning of the game.
So then we both can do actions in the middle to remove them.
Yes. Which threw me off instantly. Because I was trying to action on the
you think you'd action on the place you want to remove.
But everything actions in the middle.
Action in the middle, and you remove a marker of your choice, and you're trying to get it down so there's only 1 marker left on the game, and then you fight over that.
Yes.
So it's a little bit like that one in 10th.
Servo Skulls-esque.
It's like Scorched, except
like
Scorched always kind of went the same way because you never burn your own expansion.
No.
And burning their expansion is hard.
Yeah.
Whereas in this one, you just get to choose which one.
Yes. No. Exactly.
Goes away.
Yeah, and it kind of ended up where we actually ended up in a position where we were like fighting over one of those brand new kind of 6-inch rectangles.
Yeah.
Basically,
like a tiny little thing about this big.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that felt very alien to my 10th edition brain. I'm not going to lie to you, but it was a really, really enjoyable game. Yeah. I am super into Emperor's Children again. I only had the 1 Defiler, And in my, as has been atypical in my journey throughout 10th edition, I've only really played the good stuff about 3 months after it's been nerfed, to be fair. So I only had the one Defiler, which you basically managed to stuff back into my deployment because he has 6-inch deep strike on my hand.
I did do that.
Sorry, shout to the chat quickly. Hello, Ethan. Good to see you, sir. Blasphemy 2015 for Abaddon, something to do with the Emperor, a sex move to the Emperor. Jeff, you got a fan? We have got a fan. We've got
might be able to see my hair.
Yeah, if you look, he's got a bit of a boy band movement happening. So yeah, and shouts to Rob as well. Shouts to Rob. But yeah, it was. So we did find initially there was a bug on the app, didn't we?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the bug in the app, which you should all watch out for, is you make the phones kiss with a code, and you get your opponent's army in the app, and then it loads their available dispositions. You pick which one they're going to play, you pick which one you're going to play, and then it gives you your mission, which is correct. You select your mission, and then it says to pick of the 3 maps, the 3 layouts. When you go into that step, for me at least, it was showing me the wrong maps.
Yes,
it was showing me disposition versus purge.
Yes,
but you were priority assets.
Yeah, priority assets. Yeah. So a little bug there. If you're the disposition player, you might see the wrong maps.
I don't know if it's about that. I bet it's something really dumb, like they're ordering the results by like some kind of alphabetical thing.
Yes. Yeah. Very likely. Yeah. Very likely.
I don't know. Anyway, look out for that.
But we put it in manually and managed to fix it. And then, as you say, we had to drop your operation markers. We used your old GW terrain as well, didn't we?
Yes, it's actual GW terrain made of plastic, which is close to what it looks like the tournament terrain that's coming out. I think it's a little bit bigger, but it's so much closer to the new official terrain than, say, UKTC or WTC would be. So we were using that. And then just some random bits of like scatter terrain that I have for the other smaller objectives.
And we were also very particular. I think this is one of the things I'd kind of noticed and seen actually was probably as terrain was being released and we were just kind of fiending for scraps of information around the layouts, that there's that long piece with the green bit of terrain on it that is actually line of sight blocking, which probably I haven't played, and I've definitely seen other people not play it as line of sight blocking, right?
Which I think only the middle bit is line of sight.
No, it's the other one with the long green.
Oh,
yeah. So because when you see the piece of terrain, so the official piece of terrain is it's like shutter shades almost. So it's like got rigid.
So I can load a map while you're explaining
it. So the actual official piece of terrain has got like gaps in it, and we're very, very programmed to be like solid wall versus window, whatever else, unless it's 3 inches or below. So it's one of those things that I've seen played incorrectly quite a few times. Definitely something I was guilty of. And what have you, but definitely seen incorrectly. Okay. So we were very, very particular. Sam, could you bring the screen up, please?
Yeah, Sam, if you load this.
So that top right straight line by the expansion, that one there.
This bit here, in the official terrain, is like...
line of sight blocking. It's
kind of like electric pylons, where it's like 4 separate things, and they have a beam across them. So you can see... In reality, you can see through the gaps and even move models through the gaps. But because it's green, it has the solid keyword, which confers the dense keyword. And the dense keyword is that one where all enclosed gaps are considered line of sight blocking up to 3 inches high.
Exactly that.
So you can hide. You can tow on this and hide a guy.
Yes, exactly that.
But you can't tow on it and hide a tank.
But if you've got a tank, you can tow on and you can shoot over the top with most things. Repex, defilers, etc. All the good gunline stuff. That's going to go over the top.
That's the same on this piece, but only for the green bit.
Yes.
The yellow bit is true line of sight because it's not solid and therefore it's not dense.
But we'll still impart, and also that makes a difference for go to ground. So you would remember on last week's show, or show 2 weeks ago, go to ground was this kind of rumoured addition, which is now in the rules, but if you go to the terrain rules, there's a little box you have to pick for a pull down. So go to ground now means that if you've got a unit of infantry, say in this instance, this piece of terrain, you've got 2 bodies actually on the piece of terrain, and then 3 bodies just behind it out of line of sight. Then you get go to ground, which means your visibility is 12 inches. So you can't be shot unless a unit is within 12 inches, unless you've got an ability or rule that says otherwise. But yes.
Yeah. All right, that's enough looking at maps.
That's enough looking at maps.
What were your key takeaways from our game? I think I have 2.
Okay.
One is that I really like the maps.
Yes. After all of the wild hot takes that is going to be very gun-liney and whatever else, I felt as a predominantly melee army, it felt good. I was able to hide a rhino really easily. That rhino got untouched all game. With 2 Infractors units flying out of that rhino, we worked out that I could stage at that point and I could basically touch your home and touch your expansion with ease.
Yeah.
I really like the terrain. There wasn't, we also in that, so there's been a lot of talk about, you can tow a tank into the middle and suddenly see the whole map.
Yeah.
On the map that we played, it was the kind of 2 smaller pieces of objective terrain with what is like the solid, it looks like I don't know how you describe it, it looks like a wind turbine.
It looks like a little windmill on the layouts, but
so those 2 things were touching each other, and actually that meant that like line of sight was a bit difficult to draw outside of the middle. A lot of solid line of sight blocking stuff.
Hidden, all the talk like coming up to the release about Hidden was either like, oh, it's OP, like you're never going to shoot anything, or it doesn't do anything because everything's so fast. It's neither of those.
No, definitely came
it
up a few
comes up,
times.
especially if you plan for it and you pre-measure. But it's definitely not OP. Like, you can drive around the board and see stuff, and you start so much closer to each other. But there were absolutely times where like you would have to massively overextend to shoot something, or
it was the first time I played Search and Destroy actually in the new maps, and it felt good. Like what was interesting is the staging points actually kind of naturally keep you quite far away from each other, even though usually, historically, WTC and UKTC in particular, you're like in each other's face first turn. Right? If you've got a scout unit, you're going an inch away from the wall in that little kind of L shape there, just off the centre objective, and then people are in. But whereas it felt like to be safe, you had to sit back a little bit. And therefore, you just, there's not many armies, even as an EC player, I couldn't feel like I could engage you first turn and you still be safe. Which was really good. So, I agree. And we got the chat saying terrain feels great too. Dense, but also can be open enough when you use vehicles to turn to terrain. I like that. I think it's a really, really nice interaction. Whiskey, I don't know if you listen to Morrison Glory, but he feels that 11th edition is really undercooked. Do you guys think that's that? I don't think it is actually. Mordian Glory.
Yeah, okay, it says Morrison.
Morrison Glory.
Mordian Glory.
I was looking for 11th edition, then I found 11th edition.
I actually agree with this. I don't think the core rules are undercooked. I think, I was saying in the car over here, I think this edition deserved an index release. Like, so many units are clearly haven't been thought about properly in the new rule set. Because, the rules are quite similar and the keywords are the same, so it largely is compatible. But, like, the existence of Hidden changes the power dynamic of everything. The 2-inch engagement range changes the power dynamic of everything. There are a billion rules that are completely different because of subtle changes. Like, I was joking about this in the car. There's no cap on how many CP you can gain in a turn anymore. Unless it's doubles, for some reason. Except in the doubles event format. So there's that Kotias interaction. So this is really funny. I'll highlight this. Inquisitor Kotias says, when your opponent gains an ability due to a CP due to an ability, you get a CP on a 2-up. So if you have a Kotias and they have a Kotias, they trigger each other forever. So until someone rolls a 1. Until someone rolls a 1. So you can very easily end up with like 10 CP each. Like, exactly. There's a million things like that, which is like you just clearly didn't think of this. I think, and it's kind of the trap of an evolution of an old edition, right? And that's another thing that I think through various points of this has very much been sold as 10.5, or like people are talking about it as 10.5. I think actually the jump is pretty drastic. It is drastic, from unity of terrain to like changes, like a lot of kind of base changes, but it does feel really, really good. So so terrain was very good. What was your other hot take, Tim? My other hot take is I love the primary missions. Now, I'm not sure they're balanced.
No,
but that's okay. It's round 1 of these, and I feel pretty confident that they will make tweaks in the app to the primary missions if they have to.
Yep.
It would, it's not beyond the pale for Games Workshop to print something physically like this and then just update it in an app, right?
No, exactly.
So I think they might change them for balance, but just in terms of like that game, just disruption versus priority assets, you genuinely don't know when you start the game where the final objective is going to be.
Exactly. So again,
and you can influence it as well.
Exactly that, and we were both stuck in the 10th trap of like. So I being an EC player, I'm used to quite a lot of pushing a lot of assets to your expansion. Now I do think. Just to highlight what you said earlier, I do think now in 11th, every single list needs a hammer expansion unit, no matter what your disposition is, because I think, as we were alluding to before, like the game, it's a very high-scoring game at the moment. It feels very high-scoring. So if you've got...
Speak for yourself. Scored 30 points into Brandon.
No, yeah, we won't talk about a game of Brandon. It's cheap. So a lot of the game, it feels very easy to score. So again, tuning into your opponent's disposition, having something to get their expansion, like a hammer unit that's quick, can like dish out pain, is good. And as EC player, that felt quite good. But with us having to solve on the fly where that 5th piece of terrain was going to be, and like I said, us ending up fighting over. And I think the scoring at the end of the mission is you don't have to control it; you just have to be on it, and no other opponent's units have to be present on that piece of terrain.
Well, you would control it in that scenario.
Well, but you know what I mean. It's not on OC, so you can't OC jank.
You can't out.
Yeah.
Yes,
exactly.
I misread that, and I assumed I could just out OC you in the last turn.
And we saw, and we ended up we still had like a few units each. I think I had some noisies left, a Rhino, Demon Prince, and Lucius on 1 wound. And then
I had my Great Unclean one, a drone or two Beasts of Nurgle, and I just couldn't kill enough. I needed to kill like 3 more Demonettes in order to get an extra movement phase from my Great Unclean one, and then I would have taken the middle. But
but yeah, I agree.
So I think that's a really good mission, just that 1 card. But then there's just so much variety in this deck. I have 8,000 points of Space Marines. And I've never really liked the play style that's been good.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's 6,000 points you've never
I want the joke is that I want to stand still and win the game, which is not really true, but I do want to be an anvil. And I think there's ways to play like that now.
Yeah, no, I think so. Just shouting back to the chat again. Hello, Tom Ham. Tom Ham's with us, big Tom Ham. Hello, Harry. Good to see you, sir. Harry says, Hidden is only helpful in turn 1. IMO. As soon as you shot or move forward, you actually do something. Hidden does nothing for you. Yes and no. I think that you got to remember that relative to some of the dispositions, like some of the dispositions are if you see a unit, you score points. So suddenly you start that in as an opponent, you inhibit your own shooting and actions like relative to that. So I do think there's.
I disagree with that.
I think it's one of those things that is going to come out a little bit more as we understand the edition a little bit more. I think early doors and particularly with lots of purge, I get it.
I'm going to walk through an example.
We got a card example. Sam, bring the handy cam out.
Okay, this is the back of the board.
Yeah.
All right. I don't have any models. My fingers will be models. We've got an L-shaped ruin, which is of my expansion.
Yeah.
Right. I can't screen the back of the board here. Because I'd have to be outside the ruin. I want to be hidden. So I stand in there. You're allowed to drop here, but you can't see this guy. Now, by the time my guys have spilled out of this ruin, and there's a guy over here, you can't shoot him because he's hidden.
Yeah, because he's hidden.
Yeah. There are things you can do with hidden.
No, I think it's one of those.
One.
It's one of those nuanced things that are just going to come out a lot more as the edition plays on. So I kind of get what you're saying, Harry, but I think we will find. I suppose for shooty armies, primordial toast. I do believe that's Hars, isn't it? Hello, Hars. For shooty armies, I think hidden is really useful for forcing your opponent to come out a bit more. Exactly that. So there are going to be some exchanges.
If hidden is bad.
Yeah.
Let me play with my entire army having loan up 15.
Yeah. No, exactly.
It's not bad.
And go to ground again, like I said.
You can use it.
Yeah.
It's not a free It's not free protection.
Yeah. Go to ground will come up a lot more than people think.
It's still true that if they want to kill you, they'll kill you.
Yeah.
But it can also be true that if you pre-measure things and try to be hidden and try to protect a unit, it's another tool in your arsenal that's definitely useful.
No, exactly that. Big Jeff, have you seen UKTC's noddy way of deciding terrain per round? They've made it static regardless of the matchup. Would have been good if they allowed us players to roll for which we could use. I agree with this. Jeff. Yeah. I think we were talking about this earlier, and I feel like UKTC cater very much to a high percentage of players, like the upper percentile of players, whilst at the same time have a business model that isn't sustained by those people, right? Yeah. So what tends to happen is it tends to appease the high level players, and what that means is that you have to prepare a lot. People prepare missions. They sometimes playing at UKTC events, you play against top players, and it feels like metronome 40k. Yeah. Oh, I've got this unit goes to there. This and it's about how you can try and interact with that. When sometimes a lot of armies play in a very uninteractive way. And I think that maybe it's a bit of a concession to competitive players. I'm not sure. Yeah. But I tend to agree. Like you could just get to the table, roll a d3 and set up. Give people 20 minutes between rounds instead of 15. But generally speaking, people are just setting up the terrain anyway. So rolling a d3 and getting the pack up is going to be easy. I'm not into it, Jeff.
I don't like it either. I agree that it's like that's a rule that's there for like the tippy toppy of players. Yeah. And I think generally there's too much of that in competitive Warhammer. Like
too much specifically at UKTC. Like, not to
you know that I will rant about modelling for advantage at any moment I can get. That concept exists because like cheesy people will exploit it if you don't set some boundaries, right? Yeah. But 90% of players just want to turn up and play the best Warhammer they can against an opponent who's
with
doing
their models
best.
they spent loads of time on. Exactly. Cool and
so I'd much rather see events cater to the 90%.
Exactly. And then the really good players, if they're good enough. Yeah, exactly. And the really good players, if they're good enough, they will win anyway. Yeah. Bring some variety back. So I was a little bit boo on you, UKTC. I'm a little bit disappointed with that. Yeah. But no, I tend to agree. Also, anyone has priority assets versus recon yet? It's stupid. Yes, yeah. Well, that kind of leads to Tom's point. Is actually primary missions are more balanced than I expected on release. It could have been much worse. No,
I agree with that. Yeah.
There was a lot of naysaying, doomsaying about Purge. I've played actually more against Purge than any other disposition. So playing against you with, Disruption. It was the first time I played against Disruption. I felt quite in control against the Purge opponents that I played. The reason being is that the changes to the mission structure. So it used to be if you were both playing Purge, that if you had a unit on like 1 or 2 wounds or whatever else, you kind of had to hide it. Yeah. Whereas in my turn, because they don't score a Purge kill in my turn, they only score a Purge kill in their turn. Oh. I can. So if the math is like a little bit off, so I've got 3 scouts, say, and there's a Brutalist that is notorious for only killing like 2 or 3 scouts. I could charge those 3 scouts. Or take an educated risk. Lose them. If I lose them, I'm not penalised on points. Yeah. They're dead next turn anyway, or they can move around. But if they survive, I've gummed something up for a turn.
Yes, I'm going to Incursion, the first Incursion 11th edition tournament this weekend. It's a teams tournament. Yeah. I've been handed the Naughty Boy Disruption card. I offered actually. I was quite excited about Disruption when it came out. And against Purge, they get points for killing units that have been tagged with some keyword. And the way that unit gets that keyword is either it started the turn on an objective or it killed something last turn. Consecrated, something like that. So I actually have control over what they get points for. Yeah. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and I think it used to be against Purge that you didn't want to screen and like all these other things. Actually, it kind of still works. Shouts to Callum. He said Purge is boring. It's like playing end of edition 10th. And I think that's probably why everyone was a little bit tuned into that disposition at the end of it. Like they've gone along and said end of 10th. We play this way, it's defy the meta, so we need to have really sturdy bricks. We are going to play some absolutely stinking Purge lists. There's going to be 6 or 7 damage bricks that, not the mirror, but if you play against Purge as many of the dispositions, you still score for killing a unit. There's no kind of kill more for you as the opponent. You still score for a kill. And so a lot of the Purge lists are going to be big bricks that are like very difficult to shift.
I think my Purge list has 7 units in it.
Yes, yeah. I think
because there's no actions in the secondary deck.
There's only one against disruption, isn't it? Or there's one in the primary that makes you do an action.
I don't think Purge ever have to do actions.
Or is that might be the consecration thing that I'm thinking of. But yeah, Bob is saying, been playing Drukhari Recon. I've had one game I wasn't in versus Purge. The rest I felt my opponent doesn't really have agency if I don't want them to. Yeah, I think Recon's a really interesting one because you score points for like looking at a unit. For getting a unit out of,
Disruption versus Recon is outrageous. I didn't realise how terrible it was until Tom pointed it out to me today. Like, I have to do actions on objectives to get points, and to remove those, I do actions to put tokens on objectives, and to remove those tokens, literally all they have to do is end a move on that objective. They don't have to do an action. They don't have to out-OC me.
Yeah, just have to end a move.
Doesn't even have to be in their movement phase. So I can't even charge them because if they do a single pile-in move or consolidate move, it will remove the token that I just put there.
I see.
It's outrageous.
Okay.
I hate it.
I mean, I like the fact that you can really tune into the disposition now.
Yeah.
I was chatting about I kind of got turned off to Marines at the end of 10th because, although I played one event, I made this big fuss a couple of months back about meta chasing. I did one event with the Victrix Repex thing, and I'll be honest, I didn't love it. Didn't love it as a way to play the game. I'm now building Marine lists with chaff in it. 2 Incurse units, 2 JPIs. I've got a couple of damage bricks. I've got an Impulsor now.
I've built a Marines list with 20 Terminators in, and I think it's good.
So yeah, exactly. Like
it has no advance and
charge. Changing that.
No advance and shoot.
Yeah.
I think it's probably good.
I know, I do. I think a lot of what I've been saying to people actually, like being across like various Discords and like groups and like whatever else, is like people are like, what's a good list for 11th? And it's like, first and foremost, what is your disposition?
Yeah.
Build around that. Yes, like I said, I do think that every list needs a quick hammer unit. I think disrupting your opponent's expansion is going to be good value in this edition. I think that's going to be where like
even for one turn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Even for one turn is going to be really, really good value because it feels quite high scoring. But yeah, like I think you really need to build to your disposition, build to your army strengths. But like,
isn't it crazy? Like, if it used to be in 10th that I would build a Space Marines list in a detachment other than Gladius. And you look at it and you go, it's better in Gladius.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not true anymore because Gladius is priority assets and not every other Space Marine detachment.
No, exactly that.
Like,
so yeah, to your point, I really like. The nature of missions. I really like that you can tune into actions, you can tune into killing. Sorry, you're trying.
He's zooming in on the booze. If when the Space Marine Codex comes out, if they haven't sent to Legends, the Dev Sense.
Yes.
I'm bringing back Raven Guard, Yellow Raven Guard.
Yes, yeah. I am slightly concerned that Ural Ventress is going to Legends, having my beautifully painted Uriel and company heroes that are kind of useless again now as well, unless you're playing Salamanders. What are you looking forward to in terms of possible new units? Because I think
for Space Marines,
one of the things that I've noticed. So
they've got enough units.
No, but more so.
Don't give them any more.
More so. So as someone who was always a Stern Guard fan, but they've never really been like super meta.
Yeah.
If they change their weapons, so you'll notice in 11th edition, the Orc units in the Armageddon box have combi weapons that have flamers, plasma, rocket, etc. If they go, thanks, Sam. Space Marine friends. If they chuckling so loudly in the corner as well. If they change the model of combi weapons so that Stern Guard, so there's the plasma detachment that is happening for
Dark Angels.
Yeah, for Dark Angels. There is
pretty spicy.
Yeah, it could be pretty spicy.
Strength 11. plasma on my Redemptors,
but
which
also,
I have 4 now.
But also, you get 1 unit in Sternguard that can tune into multiple different detachments and dispositions. So you put flamers on them, and suddenly they're really good for sallies.
Yeah.
You put melters on them; they're also really good for sallies. So I'm quite looking forward to if they do that. And if we get a librarian in jump with a jump pack, every single 2DP detachment that can take Librarius as well is going to be absolutely
okay.
amazing.
Then that's my answer. Is I want a Gravis Librarian, a Gravis Chaplain, and a Gravis Apothecary that actually brings models back.
You can't do it with you've got the Harry was just saying actually. The 10-man Assault Terminator Brick with an Ancient and Librarian is hilarious, especially against psychic weapons. No, it really is.
Yeah, that's my list, by the way. It's Emperor's Shield, the Imperial Fists, please take some Terminators detachment with Librarius.
Yes. And what's the other? There's another detachment that looks quite good. Oh, what is it? Sentinels? Something Sentinels? That looks quite good.
Ceramite Sentinels is stand on objectives and get +1 to hit and wound or something nonsense. Yeah.
Librarian Dreadnought would be amazing. Imagine a Blood Angels Librarian Dreadnought with Librarius add-on to. Oh, that'd be.
I tell you what, I've always wanted though is a Gravis unit with storm shields and a melee weapon.
Yes,
I really want that.
Just like a big club.
And they're like maybe they're slow. Maybe they just stand there and have fights first.
But then doesn't that kind of then? I always thought the thing with Gravis is they have to do it differently to Terminators. Everything that they do with Gravis has to be very different to Terminators, and you've got Assault Terminators. Suddenly you've got Assault Gravis. It might be.
I don't think that's true. I think Gravis was testing the waters about the idea of not having Terminators, and they were like, "That's a stupid idea.
That's silly," and then they put them on the front of the Terminator.
That's a dumb idea. We'll bring them back.
One of the things that I heard so much about 10th edition as well, and like it was the things that was parroted on, and like knowing people who work at Games Workshop, was it like this is the Terminator edition. And they never got good. Never got good. 11th is the Terminator edition. So finally, it was like it was a year of chaos last year, right? That didn't happen. This is the Terminator edition. But so that's your 2 hot takes. I'm trying to think of. I generally agree. I think my hot take is, although the new secondary system isn't like a catch-up mechanic, even though that they've changed the fact that going second means you guarantee yourself like points late game, I do feel like the late game scoring is like bigger than ever.
Yes, that I agree with you. That's sort of a hot take that's like brewing in my head right now, which is that whether you go first, it used to be if you go second on Scorched, you always won.
Yeah.
And the other missions were a bit more balanced, but there was going second is generally better.
Yeah.
Because you get the first rapid.
I'm going to find something which you're talking about.
I think going first or second is more impactful in these missions, but it's different in every mission.
Yes.
And that's weird.
Yes. No, I agree. There's some secondaries. So whereas in 10th, there were certain secondaries that would go off at the end of an opponent's turn, but if you were playing your 5th turn as second turn, if that makes sense, going second, you would score the max. And there's a couple now where you don't. You only score the smaller amount.
Okay.
But I need to remember exactly which one it is. But I think we noticed that in our game.
Yeah.
And so I think there's 2 or 3 secondary missions that don't necessarily score the bigger amount if you are going second, which again I quite like. So a lot of the primary, for example, now scores at the end of your 5th turn, not at So whoever's you kind of get the similar benefits basically in 5th turn, no matter if you're first or second, if you're attacker or defender, and I like a lot of that as well. Harry's right. Ceramite Sentinels, that's really good. Display of might. There we go. There we go. Cheers, Rob. So obviously, display of might now you can score in your turn or opponent's turn.
Yeah.
So you don't get the end of.
Oh, you just don't have that option of scoring at the end of your opponent's turn because there isn't one.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So and I think there's a couple, but well, apparently GW has come down on TTS mods. Lucky TTS mods. It sounds.
Never played it, mate. It's rubbish.
I'm going to go off on a rant. I hate TTS as well. I like it as a bit of a training exercise for deployment and stuff, but...
Oh, that's the worst thing about it. People come to events and go, oh, this is wrong.
No,
I should be able to toe on this turn 1.
That happens What event was it? We were talking about Tom was at an event and some guy was playing against Stephen Box. Shout out to Steve Box. Also, shout out to BT Jake as well. He gave us a really nice shout out
he did, yeah.
on the stream this week. Thank you so
called
much.
Us the goats, didn't he?
Yeah, he called us the goats. Like, thank you, Jake. Appreciate that. Yeah. But I think someone was playing against Stephen Box and then he pre-measured something or just played TTS and assumed that he could move that amount and said, oh, I'm on this objective. And he was like, no, that's not it. And then basically quit because it didn't match TTS. So,
complaining, like having a strop because you get to the battlefield and the layout of the terrain is not exactly how it was in your simulation, that's Ultramarines behaviour, right? So unless you're an Ultramarine, you should be adaptable and you should be prepared for chaos.
Exactly. But no, I mean, yeah, TTS sucks. Sorry, guys. I know for some people it's a really big thing. I know, like for like a lot of the big teams and things like that, it's you need to be on TTS in order to get onto certain national teams or what have you. But
I wanted to say, don't lament the loss of TTS. Meet up with your friends.
Yes.
Play at your house.
Play at your friend's house. Make cocktails.
Yeah, have a drink.
Yeah.
But I will say that for some, having a table of Warhammer set up nearby is a luxury.
It's like you know, everyone had that rich friend at school. Do you know what I mean? Everyone had that rich friend who had an uncle.
Yes, I used to go to his house and play Warhammer on the pool table.
So get you some rich friends.
Get a rich friend.
Exactly. But yeah. So yeah, no, I think that was like a pretty decent summary. Sam, could you please set up a poll, sir? Chat, are you feeling positive about 11th edition? Yes or no? We'll keep it simple. Because, yeah, like I said, there was a lot of doomsaying. Tom has rightfully pointed out that maybe one of the other content creators we spoke about earlier is a bit of a doomsayer. And I think a lot of the hot takes and content were very much like, oh, it's not. But the more we played it and the more we've understood dispositions, the more we understood the interactions, I feel very positive about 11th edition. Yeah. It has been, the GW fumbled the bag a little bit. I think the app is a little bit janky in places. I think you're right. I think there should have been indexes at the beginning of this edition. The faction packs, which we moaned about last time, in our constant want for attention via
via I forgot. I'm furious.
Yeah, exactly.
Furious about Warhammer.
Yeah, it just felt a bit clumsy in spots, but getting on the table, playing a game, finally getting the mission packs, finally having people to play against who've got the full disposition of the mission pack, etc. It feels good.
I would rather play Disruption into Recon and feel like I have absolutely no chance of winning than play 10th edition with, what were those catch-up cards called?
Oh, yeah. I can't even remember. They had like a month and that was it.
What were they called? Underdog cards.
No.
Someone in chat tell me what they're called.
Someone in chat tell us what the cards were called. They had like literally 2 months of being a thing, and then everyone worked out how to game it and like whatever else. I like.
It was miserable.
It was miserable.
I lost so many games that I would have won if those cards hadn't been in the deck.
Yeah. Harry, I really like 11th. I think EC got done dirty again. I don't think they did. You know.
EC are fine, mate.
I think EC are fine.
Absolutely
I think that. I just think that when we're not Challenger cards. Thank you,
Challenger cards.
I just think we've just got to build different lists. We got penalised a little bit. Thankfully, all of the unit tax, other than Demon Princes, are for the 3rd unit. So the 3rd unit of Noise Marines. I love Noise Marines in our game. Goodness me! Did I killed a drone in Overwatch with them?
Yep. Don't do that.
Noise Marines feel really, really good.
It wasn't on full wounds.
It was I think it was on 6 wounds. Yeah. That's not bad. It was over half strength.
It denied me double behind enemy lines.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is very annoying.
Yeah. So I think we've got our end of edition 10th brains locked in. We don't have the big damage bricks in EC that a lot of the other like good purge armies do. But I honestly think the list that I'm running at the moment, I think I could do quite well with.
Yeah.
But it just depends. I mean, also, Harry, I know we spoke separately, Harry, and you said that you didn't want to run a detachment where you have to buy models where you can only run it in that detachment. So I kind of respect that, to be fair. American Liam gave me a really good deal on an EC Army because he's had to clear out his stocks. Now he's got a little babby.
Aww.
So I scored well. But
this babby is now magnetized and in a box.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
I want to say about EC being done dirty or whatever faction. Art of War have already said this. I'm just going to repeat what they're saying. Okay. It's too early to say if your army is good. Like some armies we can tell are stronger. I feel quite comfortable saying that Tau are strong right now. But I don't think I'm an idiot. And I think about Warhammer constantly, and I have no idea what combinations of army and detachment
that's the thing. It's
disposition are good. It's very early, and everything is very different.
And we've gone from events playing the same 5 missions, and you build for that solely, to now having, God knows however many interactions, different possibilities, different terrain layouts. Which is why I'm not super big on what UKTC did. Shouts to Toby. Big up. Knights going brrr. Yeah, Knights look good actually.
Yeah, so there's at the teams event this weekend, there's a Knights player who's doing recon and actions based.
That's Sam from Hobby Henchman, I do believe. Shouts to Sam.
I don't know if it sounds crazy, right, to have an action based primary for a Knights army.
But they can move, shoot, and action.
They can move, shoot, and action.
Yeah.
Maybe it's absolutely amazing. Maybe Space Marines Disruption or Space Marines Recon is a thing. Maybe Custodes Recon is a thing.
Oh, shout Stewie Pie. I'm guessing that stew is that nutsack stew? I'm guessing.
Price.
Yeah, I think it might stew pie. Hello, mate. Hello, Stu. What are your thoughts about the team tourney this weekend? Are you nervous? Well, I'm not going sadly this weekend because it's my friend's birthday, so I can't rep the team.
I'm going.
We have 2 comp play teams present. We have comp play and play comp.
And play comp. Yep. I mean, I'm not nervous. No, I'm excited. I get to play 5 games of Warhammer. I get to learn. If my list even works anymore.
I think your list does.
I did not change my 10th edition list very much.
Just no nurglings.
I had to drop some nurglings. I'm playing Disruption because no one else wanted to play it, and I naively thought that I could probably be good at it, but having read the cards in more detail, I'm not so sure about that.
Okay, that's fair.
But no, it's going to be great. It's a nice sunny day. We're going to play Warhammer.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think there's a good bunch of teams, so shout to Hobby Henchman are going to be there. Shouts to the Emperor's Nutsack. It was nice to see Guy talking about dipping his toe into a level today in various chats. Hopefully he comes back for it.
He won't.
But he won't. Bless him.
Stay away, Guy.
Yeah, stay away, Guy.
Stay happy.
Stay happy. If you don't love it, stay away.
Yeah.
No, I think you guys are pretty well prepared. If I'm honest with you, I think.
Camera lag, camera lag. Too hot.
No, I think it's all right. It's fine. All good.
It's just us. We're lag.
Yeah, we're just functioning. I think the boys feel good about it. We've been chatting about certain pairings or whatever else. Obviously the pairing's up today. I'm still doing my captain's duty of geeing up the boys, even though I'm not going. Brandon will be. Shouts to Brandon. Brandon is captaining comp play, not play comp.
Only in name.
Oh, mate, why do you take it away from him like that? You know he needs it.
All right, Brandon is our Lord and Saviour, and he will lead us to great victory.
Exactly. Shouts to Paddy Mick.
Stomper edition.
Yeah, Stomper edition, 100%.
Yeah.
Paddy, I'm very positive about the game now. They sorted out terrain, and it looks a lot better. It does look a lot better. Like the variation between deployments and maps or whatever else, I really, really like. You have room for a little bit of fun. On your terrain. Remember, it is mostly the footprints that are going to be balanced around versus the actual pieces of terrain on top. So, you can scroll back through the annals of comp play because there's definitely an episode where I said the game would be better if we all just played on Games Workshop terrain and they could balance around Games Workshop terrain. And they're doing that. Let's see if I'm right. Yes, let's see. Although UKTC ruined it. But
Are we melting, Sam?
All right, we're just adjusting the fan just in case the cameras
The fan
are melting.
is now on the cameras. And I am melting.
Yeah, so we're going to be some sweaty boys. Chat, have you got any more hot takes at this moment in time? Is there anything of your observations? I know it's like early, first weekend post-release, but we've probably been, most of us who are really into it are like 2-3 weeks into playing the game, I suppose. Toby is saying, I'm glad Terrain for now is uniform across tournament circuits. Okay,
I agree, Toby.
But I hated playing Knights on UKTC. Yeah, they kind of sucked the life a little bit out of it. I'm glad that also what they've done is, so they've changed aircraft. So aircraft now, you basically just ingress every turn, but you can only come in on a board edge and then you go away.
And then you make a move and then you disappear?
No, you don't even make a move, you just ingress, disappear,
Yeah,
ingress,
really?
disappear. Yeah, and I like that because I think that Knights suffered a little bit for the fact that aircraft were good because it was like big vehicle bad. In 10th edition, and they're fixing the fact that that Knights can be a playable army. So I think that's good. Paddy Mick saying for sure it saves clubs having to keep different sets of terrain. Yeah, that like bless Pete at Brighton Warlords our Brighton setup. Yes. I've got a hot take. Some loser named Naz is going down next week. Yes. Tom Green in the chat. So maybe right. So that's our takes on 11th edition. So next week. So the month of July, we are going to be doing 2 game streams relative to our partnerships with both Team England and WTC. So next Thursday. So actually, before we say that. Last Thursday, there was supposed to be a game.
The fan is back.
The fan is back. There was supposed to be a game between Tim and Harley, which was going to be taking Leviathan lists and playing them end of edition. Sadly, Andrew, who assists us on the stream and particularly streaming the live games, got involved in a Have a Go Hero incident and broke 3 of his vertebrae. So we didn't have anyone to stream last week, hence us not having the game last week. So I just want to send out get well soon, sir, to Andrew. Loads of people at Surrey Primarchs, actually, and myself included, and I donated for the boys here, put into a massive pot, and he's basically he's going to get another 2,000 point army, basically, out of the fact that we all put in a pot together. That's good. So big shouts out to Andrew.
We miss you. Hope you rest up and heal up. And
so hence us not having the streaming game last week. We decided not to make a big song and dance about it, even though it feels bad. It feels bad when we promise something. But next week, we do have Tim is going to be on commentary duty as the voice box. Yep. But we have Nassim Fouchain from Team England playing against Tom Green of Team Wales. It will be our first 11th edition games on stream as well. So we've got all of the good stuff updated. Love how the overlay looks now. Big shout to Solomon and Bradley as well on updating that. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate you. Then we've got podcast the following week. And then the week after that, we've got Brian Sepp versus Jack Tite. So that will be Team USA versus Team England again on stream. So July is going to be a big month for games with us. Yeah. It's our first games of 11th edition. And Tom Green, we as we said before, we're going to bring a little Crocs cam for you, sir. I've got the dogs out today, actually. I know we can't zoom in, but I've got my Birkenstocks on today because it's horrendously hot.
We could zoom
in. And more short shorts, so...
Oh, they're glistening.
Glisten, look at... Ooh! So yes, really looking forward to that. All the stuff will be on socials like next couple of days, just to kind of help promote as well. But please do. I think we should probably make the links sooner rather than later.
Yeah, we'll make the links soon and spam country flag emojis in chat right now of who you think is going to win.
Team England or Team Wales. So I do believe that Tom and Naz have got like a bit of history as well. I think they're pretty neck and neck in terms of games.
They used to date, I think.
Yeah, I think they used to date. There was they met across a steamy UKTC.
Everyone is positive.
Wow! Look, goodness me! So poll complete. Are we positive about 11th edition? 100% are saying yes.
Well done.
Good. Has anything Games Workshop has ever done been 100% positive?
Yep, I can name one thing.
Yes. Yes. Jeff, did I hear you say we have a partnership with WTC? What's that all about, Nick and Tim? Wow. Yes, we do. We are one of WTC's main sponsors for the upcoming season as well. So we will be going out to Belgium, or I'll be going out to Belgium in August to help stream events there. So I think it's us and Joe from War Games Live are going to be back-to-back streaming games. Nice. Can't wait to have. I hope Joe brings the dogs, because I've never got to meet the dogs. Oh, I hope he brings the dogs. But yeah, so. We are one of the main sponsors of WTC for the coming season. So obviously the games next month as well will be in conjunction with. We will be doing a bit of a special stream as well next month, just talking about going to Belgium. And obviously like Naz, Tom, Brian, Jack will be talking a lot about the teams dynamic as well, because the teams dynamics changed quite a bit for 11th edition, which you guys will be experiencing this weekend at Incursion events. So yeah, it's coming home, boys. It's coming home.
And Nick's already taken a week off work to read every codex and memorize it so that he doesn't get any rules wrong when he's commentating on WTC. Isn't that right, Nick? If he gets any rules wrong, I think we'll be all right. I think I'm colour commentary, as the term goes. I think. Right. You're just vibes.
I'm vibe coding. That's it. But yes, it's coming in as. Toby, it's good that it seems everything is up in the air for now, unlike 10th, where Eldar were just completely booked. Oh, what's the name of the Phoenix Lord for the guys with the wings and the pew-pews? Swooping Hawks.
Swooping Hawks.
Is it Baharoth? He looks cracked. He looks really, really good for Eldari, because all you have to do basically is ingress move, get within 9 inches, and then you just dash loads of mortal wounds at someone. You don't have to charge. You go back up at the end of the turn, and basically all they're going to do is just bounce around. Yeah, just do it again and again and again. So you might have spoken too soon there, Toby. What did make me laugh was the fact that Eldari had 0 representation. The first weekend of 11th edition events, they had 0 armies present in events that were, not RTTs. So I was like, yeah. So yeah, that is good. Baharoth, yeah, he is great. Exactly. It's a Baharoth, but yeah, exactly. And just to where the comp play dice. That's on me, I'm afraid. They are coming, I promise you. We had a bit of time off in June. Yeah, we had a bit of a supply issue. We had a little bit of time off in June. I promise you, things will be coming very, very soon. We will have comp play dice. We'll have Super Sixes dice. We will have So Primarchs dice. There's lots of stuff coming. We had to do a lot of planning for 11th edition launch. Again, being a channel who don't have...
we don't know anything about what's going on until it happens.
Exactly.
For all we knew, 11th edition was going to be a D8 system.
Yes.
That's our excuse.
No, exactly. Yeah. So, without that support, we have to spend a lot of time doing research and scuttling around Discord servers or sneaking into things or asking, I feel like I'm like an old school reporter. But yeah, so... That's kind of why. So,
Nick slept in the air ducts at Games Workshop HQ for a week just to get a morsel of information from a passing employee.
Exactly. Yeah. So Jeff is also, had they fixed a Necron character res and bring them on back? Well, depends what you define as fixed, sir. So that's the other thing. So a lot of the resurrection strats and abilities now, given that units attach at army formation. If you kill all of the models other than the character, then the resurrection brings those units back. So Necrons, I think, are going to be really, really good. And I'm building some horrible Awakened Dynasty lists. For example, Awakened Dynasty has a strat that when a character dies, you pay 1 CP and you resurrect it. And you do that at the end of the phase. So there's a world where at the end of the fight phase, you resurrect a character, and then I can 1 CP also force reanimation protocols. And then in the next turn...
Are they different phases? Bring the character back and then force reanimation protocols?
Oh, actually, that's a good point, because...
Can't do it there, mate.
No, but I could do a Resorb ability. If I got Resorb, I could do D6 Resorb.
Could do that.
Yeah, could do that. Yeah, and then you can do the resurrection ability of D3 units as well. And then if you're still in vicinity of one of those things, the resurrector giraffe or whatever it's called, then you could have then you get 2 D3. So I feel like it might be intentional, but I do think that Necrons took a hit in some ways. But there's a lot of like the units that haven't been taken historically that look quite good in 11th. So yeah. Tim,
Nick,
shall we do a little hobby corner?
Yeah.
So big shouts to Neil, Panda, and Frankie as well, who have received their vouchers. Frankie and Neil got vouchers from the Warp last week because of their contribution for our huge hobby corner. Our boy Panda was out in the US, Brendan, so we had to give him an Amazon voucher, which I kind of hate, but you know, it is what it is. I'm glad that you were rewarded for your contribution.
If you all go to thewarp.co.uk and buy all your miniatures from there, maybe they'll grow enough to open a store in the US.
Yes, exactly that.
Just maybe.
Just maybe.
They have made absolutely no intimation that they want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm just putting words
Ryan, come on, sir.
Come on, Ryan.
But yeah, so we've got a brief hobby corner this week.
It's not that brief, if I'm honest with you.
It's brief by usual standards, I feel.
I don't remember exactly where we got to.
So we got.
I'm going to start here.
We got the OC Shinji. This boy Shinji.
Today is the 25th.
Yep.
So the 18th was definitely not 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Are we on the screen, Sam?
Yeah, we are. Thank you,
sir. Of course we are. Beautiful. We're going to start here because I think this is cool as heck. Winter-themed Gaunt's Ghosts.
Yes. So almost like a Valhallan kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would collect Guard if they brought back Valhalla Ice Warriors. I think they're the coolest Guard.
Bring out one.
Yeah, what's his chops, Kane.
Yeah, and he looks like he's like ripped straight out of like
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes. Yeah. The faces on those models are they're crazy.
Great. They're great. They're so good. So maybe that's the start of something new. But yeah, I used to love that.
Pre-order on Saturday.
Yes, I think I'm going to grab that. I think I want to get him and new Yarrick. Like I said, model new Yarrick like old Yarrick. So he's got the orc face on it and that kind of stuff. But yeah.
Anyway, this is cool. I love a winter theme. I think Guard do it really well because they actually like wear camo.
Yeah.
Shouts
to a dumb Panda, Brennan. Hey, it means I can finally base my minis. Been out of the paints for it for weeks. So talking to Brendan,
nice. Speaking of that one dumb Panda, I was giving massive compliments to this scheme last week, and I'll continue to do so because it's wicked.
Yeah.
And I'm loving a bit of the Uhu glue
blood
thing here.
Yeah.
That's gnarly, isn't it?
It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
I'm also just chatting to. Sorry, is it Brendan? I think it might not be Brendan. Brendan. Chatting to him, he was saying that like where he's based in the US, his local game store is 3 hours drive. So it's like again like nigh on impossible to get bits and bobs depending on what he needs. So
3 hours.
Yeah.
I bet when you get there though, it's like
utopia.
Yeah, like utopia.
Exactly.
Because I can walk for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
To Dice Saloon and then not buy the thing I want because I don't have it.
Yeah, there was that. I tried to get some.
Dice Saloon is a great store.
Dice Saloon is a great store.
Small. They can't.
No, exactly. It's just this British rents killing the.
You can just check the stock online.
And I did, and so I checked the stock online, and someone bought 2 spawn sets that day.
You can do that, Sam, but sometimes you just want to leave your house because work is overwhelming.
Yes,
exactly. You just walk to
life
is
there. So shouts to a dumb Panda. Thank you, sir.
Luke.
This is a bloody great defiler.
Who is running incursion events.
Yeah, shouts to our boy Lukey.
I'm tempted to skip
over this.
Trousers. Wag trousers. Luke's been waggling his trousers a lot in WhatsApp recently. I'm tempted
Sorry, that's such a personal joke.
Yeah, it's a bit of a joke. I'm pretty sure we see a completed defiler later, so I'm going to scroll past it.
Sam did a poll. Is it Brendan or Brandon? It's Brendan. It's Brennan! Oh no! It's me. Sorry, Brennan.
Wally.
I'm again associating Discord names and chat names with real names. I really struggle with, so I'm so sorry, but I'm glad it was usul, Brennan.
He's doing a better job than I am, Brennan. I don't remember anyone's name.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Rob?
Thanks, Jeff.
Here's more of Brennan's beautiful Tyranids with lots of gore.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing.
What was the inspo actually, Brennan, for the paint job?
Yeah, is that like an insect or something?
Yeah.
You went after.
Or was it just? It looks so cool.
Very cool.
Really, really good.
Yeah, I hope that is like your mate's Space Marine colour scheme.
Yeah, always. Brandon loves to chuck an Ultramarine or
go.
Blood Angel on his cousin me and his brother-in-law.
Here's Luke's finished defiler
with the
properly gored up and everything. Mm-hmm. I like that he's done a big, his own personal terrain piece.
Yeah, exactly. Is that line of sight blocking?
No.
Does that infer solid?
But it is always in cover, yeah.
Yeah, always in cover.
Yeah. Yeah, very cool, Luke. It's just so grimy.
Yeah.
Love a bit of grime.
Proper grimdark.
Proper cool.
Done right. Lovely. It's like Blanche-esque colour.
Oh, we've seen these purple and silver custos before.
Shouts to Matt.
Yeah, very nice.
Shouts to Matt.
This is a really nice scheme.
Yeah, lovely.
You don't see enough purples and pinks, in my opinion.
Yes. I was, what are the Space Marine chapter that Kraken influenced? I was seriously contemplating those when I came back to town.
Kraken Slayers?
Kraken, oh no,
Kraken Touches?
Kraken nonsense. Kraken nonsense. Kraken, yeah.
The rum enjoyers.
Cracking onto children.
Little aside, I just discovered a Space Marine chapter where every initiate has to get
Dark Krakens, I say.
Dark Krakens. I can't remember what they're called. The exorcists or something like that. Yeah. Every initiate has to get a demon put inside them, and then they have to survive being a host of a demon until a chaplain or librarian can exorcise it.
Oh, that's the the Exorcist.
The Exorcist.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
That is cool.
I want to do that. It's like Space Marines, but they've got a little bit of
a dumb panda. Starship
like
Troopers,
heresy
Arachnids. That's
to
what it
me.
is. Great work. Love that.
Awesome.
Love that. Great film as well.
Great film.
Comically misunderstood. Phil Verhoeven.
And you've also been working on some new Space Marines.
This new speeder looks really good.
I love
if
these
any
boys.
Marine players, I know a lot of people were like a bit anti the box, but I think you need this new speeder if you're playing
I've
Marines.
seen lots of broken ones.
Yes, yeah. I think Rob got one that had like a little bit of the
it
Yeah, it was
misprints.
properly melted and
yeah,
everything.
properly misprints.
But it's like the misprints aside, the thing it stands on breaks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw one today on Instagram that had like one of those. It's like a spring that holds the position it's moved to. So it was on a base and had the spring, so you could like lean it. It was really cool. It was really cool.
I thought you meant like one of those springs that you use to stop your door slamming into the wall.
No, it's on like almost like a like a desk lamp.
Once per game, this land speeder can do a boing action. One does.
1d6 boings.
It gets plus on the head.
Oh,
the enemy gets one mortal wound.
Yeah,
one more
boing.
Oh, look at this. We've seen the.
So we've seen
the horses before, but look at the whole squad before.
Dingle dangles, not Pringle Pongles, Dingle dangles. Great work.
God, that's cool.
It is really cool.
God, that's cool.
Such a great unit.
Look at that.
And I like it. He's really like committed to the bit. I think sometimes with like bikes and stuff, people do them a little bit.
Posing is
exactly like that. They are going in.
If you're not neighing when you charge these, I don't know what you're doing.
Neigh. Well, they're robot horses. Neigh.
Right.
They are the knights that say nay.
Yes, yeah.
God, look at the speed on you, Brennan.
Brennan.
So this was the 23rd
Brendan
of
the
June.
Dendodon.
Just one
He's
day
just
to go
knocking
from
out.
it's in pieces to it's
Yeah.
painted. Good
We
grief.
appreciate you, sir.
Good
like
grief.
absolutely great. Like just
Very nice.
smashing them out.
Same
and good to
as
see them in blue.
Ultramarines, though, ain't it?
Yeah.
At least they're painted Ultramarines.
Yeah, well, come on, we'll get it. You're going to regret this because Callum's definitely put some right in the chat.
Has he? Well, okay.
Yeah.
Here's some Gilliman who is not wearing Wraithbone chinos.
Yeah, exactly. I think all Gilliman should be wearing chinos. That still looks really cool. I like the sword, like the metallic into like this kind of dusty.
Yeah.
Like that.
Nice work.
Really
all the trim's really clean.
Yeah.
He's correctly wearing his helmet.
Yeah.
And he's finished the Eradicators as well.
Goodness me, and they look cool. Well,
I should have got him to paint your arm.
Yeah.
It would have been much quicker.
All right, yeah, cool. Thank you very much,
Right.
Brennan.
Moving on to Dan.
Yeah,
Now-
Romania.
Dan,
So
is Dan who was like trialing out a green scheme and then settled on the red?
I know.
I think that was a
this
good
looks
decision.
great. This is great. But also, has put them on a plain background now.
I love how clean his receipts are.
Yes,
Very clean receipts, yeah.
I can claim some expenses off that.
What's that say here?
It's the CVS.
Yes,
rather.
yeah, exactly. Let's go on my Revolut.
It just says meal deal, meal
Yeah,
deal, meal
yeah.
deal, meal deal.
14 pints, meal deal.
Yeah.
It's like when you buy petrol at Tesco station, but you also buy a milk at the same time, so they give you the longest receipt in the world.
Yes, yeah. Callum's like, you guys, I'm never getting my army back. You carrying like this, Tim. Anyway, no, cool. Great work there.
Yeah, great work, Dan.
We've got South Sea Bronx. I'm not sure. I feel like
I think this is a new name in Hobby Corner. Welcome to Hobby Corner.
Welcome to Hobby Corner.
This is beautiful.
My man has a light.
Yes, great.
Yeah, and I was going to say, well lit.
Yeah,
as well.
beautifully well lit.
Beautifully lit.
Really cool model, the new chaplain.
Yeah.
I'm into it. I'm definitely going to put a power fist or something on him so he looks like he's about to punch someone
Clock time.
Yeah. Right in the money
Yeah,
box.
very nice job.
So.
Right in the ultracy.
Right in the ultracy. Yeah, cool. Not Orcs Chris.
Not Orcs Chris.
This is our Tao Chris, who is Chris on the team? The other comp.
He's on play comp.
Yeah, he's on play comp. Shouts to Chris. We had
With
we had a really good game the other week, sir. Shouts to you.
We also had a really good game, and we're playing again on Tuesday.
Yeah. So he's back on the DWK, not WDK.
Back on or newly on? I can't remember.
I think he was like fiddling around with them before.
Yeah.
But then went all fishy Tao.
Yeah, I believe he bought the box when it came out.
Yeah.
They look great, properly grimy. Is that some sponge chipping I see?
I thought you were going to say something else. Then.
It is some sponge. I love some sponge chipping. Oh, it's really nice. And brown chips as well.
Yeah, nice.
On white armour,
Nice.
beautiful.
Lovely chips.
And a very nice green as well.
Yeah.
On that. I do love a bit of dark Angels
Glorious. Now, is this hand paint?
Oh, Deathwing.
Is that
Death
sculpted
Wing.
in? It's so well done. If it's freehand, I can't
that's
tell if
freehand.
it's freehand. Well done. Well done, Chris.
A little tip with freehand, just get one of those like
Little tip
felt.
is have a little tip
Yeah,
on
yeah.
your brush.
Yeah, no. Get one of those felt pens.
How's that sound?
You know, like the soft felt tip pen, not
Yeah.
like it's the ones that got like the metal bit. I can't remember what they're called, a metal bit, and also like a tiny little brush at the end, and they're really, really good for that. So you can
I have just taken to doing a squiggle like it's the world's least legible signature.
Yeah.
This is what High Gothic looks like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No shouts to Chris. Thank you, sir. Bob's back in. Oh, this is the so this is the speeder.
Wait,
he was
this
fixing.
is the speed. Okay, first of all, are these for Luke? Gene Stealer Cults? Cheese Stealer Cults?
Cheese Stealer Cults. Yeah,
these are obviously for Luke.
Yeah, make bonus and bits for Luke.
Luke can't need more.
Well, apparently he does. I think
Rats.
GSC will be very, very good at 11th, actually. I think
now
you play
this-
into the discussion.
This is the speeder that was delivered broken from Games Workshop. Rob had to sculpt a wing
And like a little...
out of plasticard and green stuff.
Yeah. It's done a great
Very
job.
impressive.
Done a great job.
Well done.
I do like the his...
Yeah. I will say though,
Legion of the
Rob,
Damned Army.
when I said I was going to consider playing Legion of the Damned, you told me that they don't have any vehicles.
They do now.
It looks sick though.
So, shouts to Callum. Here's my Kato and Minus. We need to zoom in on the non-metallic metal on the banner.
Oh, on the banner, yeah.
Callum
is-
Look at that.
I mean,
Lovely.
we tease Callum for taking a long time, but he is very
He's doing a great
very
job.
good at painting.
Yeah, exactly.
He's very good at painting.
Yeah.
And one day, Nick, one day you'll be able to play this army in 12th edition.
Well, the list that I've built, he's also doing. He's doing.
Oh, it's the first game of 13th edition.
He's also doing a new speeder for me as well. So the new list that I just spoke about moments ago is basically a very good 11th one, I think. So
But this is the inherent problem with Marines, right? When you get the commission painted, they just keep releasing new models.
Yeah, they got
So
the. All right,
painting
I had to have
never ends.
Victrix.
Yeah.
No, exactly. No.
Right.
Shout out to Callum. We love you, really, Callum.
we love you,
so-
Callum. Oh, let's have a quick goose at Marnius.
Yeah, Minus looks cool as well. That
Oh.
blue looks fantastic on Terminators.
Yeah.
And I just love.
Gorgeous blue.
I really like the stature of the model and like whatever else as well. He's done a great job.
I love
So-
this model except the head, which I hate.
But I was saying I don't mind the heads. I think the GW paint job just made it look a bit.
he just
He's
looks
quite
like
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear. It's-
Yeah. No,
it's
I
no
get it. I
good.
get it. He's old
good.
now. He's probably not long for the game.
Yeah.
He'll
He also looks like Bill Tench, if any of you have seen Mindhunter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. So I think that's Hobby Corner.
That's
Thank you,
Hobby Corner.
everyone,
We're out of here.
who has contributed, as always. If you're new to the show, I see quite a few new names in the chat, and new and old. Please get into the Discord, get into Hobby Corner, add your bits in. We love talking about it, and like as much as we talk about the competitive side of the game quite a lot, we love the modelling and the painting and what have you as well. So yeah,
I especially love that.
Yep.
I love hobbying more than I love playing, and even more than I love both of those things, I love arguing about the rules. And I'm going to make a new channel on the Discord called Rules Lawyer FAQ or something like that.
Yeah.
I want you to submit your weird rules interactions, and I will answer them here on the show
Yes,
if they're particularly interesting.
He's been doing a fantastic range of voice notes, and we feel like the world needs to hear rules lawyer Tim. So I think that's everything for this week, guys, because it is absolutely roasting in here. The cameras are going to give up.
I'm so wet.
Tim is dripping on the floor.
Right
yeah, no, Sam is positively moist. Thank you everyone for tuning in as always. Big shouts to our sponsors. Like I said, Super Sixes, a few tickets left. Get in whilst you can. The Halloween weekend up in Northampton. Incursion events this weekend. These guys are playing the teams events, but there's still events based down in Lancing.
See you there, hopefully.
Yeah, see you there. Shouts to the Hobby Henchmen guys who are going to be along there. But as always, visit the site downstairs. Hobby Henchmen have great events in Portsmouth. If you're near Brighton, Brighton Warlords, again, Facebook down in the bottom there. Please join. And then big shouts to Warp. This weekend we'll be launching the competition.
Combat Patrol competition?
Yeah, a Combat Patrol competition where as soon as you reach 1,100 subscribers for 11th edition, you will get a Combat Patrol. And this is our 11th show. So in a beautiful range of serendipity, it felt like the right
So get us to 1,100 before our 12th show or the magic will be gone.
Exactly.
It's ruined.
Yeah, cool. So that was a good show. Tim, anything else you want to say before we leave?
Yeah, we've teased. We're not going to talk about it because it's too hot. We've teased on the little table here. This is an independent magazine for nerds who like tabletop things and indie
and
video
White Monster
games.
by the looks of it. Yep.
I'm not going to talk about it now, but if you like grimdark things, if you like indie tabletop miniatures games, if you like charts about randomly generating a demon for your D&D campaign that could have a
demon phallus,
that could have a willy, if you like those things, if you like articles about like LAN party culture or jungle in PlayStation video games, that kind of thing, this is a cool magazine, and I kind of want to like talk to you about it. So if that sounds interesting, let me know on Discord.
I'm interested.
Sam's interested.
Max Pringle Prongle says, down with comp play this weekend, up with play comp. I think let's finish on that.
I'll
Thank
see
you very
you
much
on
for
the
joining us.
battlefield, Max.
Bye.
Bye.